Hiring a salesperson in the roofing business is hard, especially if it's your first salesperson. See, if you get it wrong, they can kill your profit. But if you get it right, the right salesperson can literally double it. This is one of the most important investments that you'll make if you want to build a scalable and, more importantly, sellable roofing business. I've seen roofing companies lose six figures from one bad hire, and here's the thing, it is completely avoidable. If you don't know me, my name's Aaron Santis. I'm the owner of Roof Coach, and I've helped a lot of roofing business owners hire their first salesperson, and I've personally hired dozens myself. I've made the mistakes, paid the price, and learned exactly what to look for before bringing someone onto your team. In this video, I'm going to show you the type of salesperson that you should avoid and the ones that cost you time and money. Also going to show you the kind of person you actually want, the ones who help your business grow. So let's start with who not to hire, and we're going to call those the red flags. Red flag number one, job switching. If someone only stays on average 6 months or a year at every job, that's a huge red flag. Personally, I won't hire anyone unless I see at least 2 years of consistency. So remember this, what they've done before is what they'll do when they work for you. Red flag number two is no clear sales history. If they can't give you specific sales numbers from past jobs, there's really only two reasons. They don't track their performance, or they perform so poorly that they don't want to tell you about it. Either way, it's not your person, so move on. Red flag number three, chasing salary, not commission. If they're more focused on a big base salary than commission, that's a huge red flag. What it tells you is that either they don't have the confidence in their skills or the confidence to perform. And please, don't hire someone hoping that they're going to become a great salesperson when they haven't shown that in the past. When you're hiring your first rep, you don't have time or money for what I like to call projects. You need someone who can come in and produce immediately. I like to call them plug and play. So take your time, set the right expectations and the right fit. That's how you build and scale. Red flag number four, hiring friends and family. Now this one is tough, but it's so true. People hire friends or family because they trust them, but sales requires specific traits and discipline. And if they don't have them, they're probably going to fail. And when that happens, you lose more than money. You risk losing the relationship. So unless they have the experience and traits that you're going to learn later in this video, don't go down that road. All right, now let's flip it. Here's what to look for, the green flags. Green flag number one, they've sold in-home before. If someone's sold in the home before, that is a big green flag. It means that they've been in the same kind of situations that they're going to face when they're selling for you. Sitting at a kitchen table, talking to homeowners, handling their objections, and building trust face to face. Now, if they haven't done that before, they're going to have to learn how to manage the in-home environment while they're learning your sales process. And that is a tough combo. It doesn't mean that they can't succeed, but it definitely increases the chances that they are going to struggle or possibly fail early on. Ideally, you want someone who's sold home services before. That could be windows, HVAC, kitchens and baths. It would only be natural for you to be wondering, don't I just want somebody who's already sold roofs? And the answer to that is, it depends. You see, if they've sold roofing before, it can be a good thing. It can make the learning curve shorter. But just like hiring roofers who bounced around from company to company, you got to be careful. They might be bringing in some bad habits that are hard or maybe even impossible to break. So you want to ask about both things. Number one, have they sold in the roofing industry before? And also, have they sold any home service space in home before? And when you're interviewing in either situation, you want to take it a level deeper to really understand what's going on. So you want to find out what kind of sales have they done? Was it in home? What was the sales process like? Was it a professional process or were they just winging it? And this, guys, is one where those bad habits from experienced roofers can really haunt you. And last, we want to find out what their close rate looked like. If the answers to these questions are acceptable, that's a huge plus, because you're not going to have to teach them how to sell. You'll just have to teach them how you sell. And that means they can get productive fast. Green flag number two, they've worked on straight commission. Guys, this one is huge. If they've worked on straight commission, what it means is they've had to hunt for their paycheck. They know what it's like to wake up on Monday morning with no guarantee and still go kill it. If they've always had a salary safety net, that doesn't mean necessarily they can't sell, but it does mean that they may not have that eat what you kill kind of drive. Now, what you want to do is look at their track record. Have they consistently hit their numbers? Have they thrived in a small business? That's important. Have they earned solid commissions before? Those are your performers, and that mindset is gold in roofing sales. Green flag number four, they align with your company values. And when I say values, what I'm talking about are the basics: work ethic, integrity, reliability, how they treat your customers. Most hiring problems aren't about skill. They're about what I call a values mismatch. When someone's values don't align, it creates friction that ends in frustration and usually termination. So always look for people who share your company's core values. When your values align, everything else, the training, communication, performance, it gets way easier. So there you have it. The red flags to avoid and the green flags to look for when you're hiring your next or your first salesperson. If you get this wrong, it can cost you thousands. But if you get it right, it can change your business forever. If you've got questions about how much to pay, whether it be salary, commission, or some sort of hybrid, send me a message on Instagram at @roofcoach. I'll share the exact numbers and models that work. And as always, please make sure to like and subscribe, and I'll see you in the next video.